How's it going, guys? This is Jake Baker here with Bloomington Edge, here to cover all things football with you, here with Fantasy Football Week 4. Again, I'm going to talk about my basic four stuff, standouts, injury updates, key matchups, and this week's picks. So the standouts this week, we had Tom Brady. He had another monster game where we never know when this guy's going to slow down. He was 25 for 35, 378 yards, and 5 total touchdowns for 35.7 fantasy points. Just a monster week from this guy. Just keeps getting better, it seems, which is insane. Todd Gurley, 28 attempts, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 receptions, 36 yards, and a touchdown for almost 38 points this week. Todd Gurley's back, I think, at this point. The Rams look like a completely different team from last season. It looks like they figured out the problems on the offensive line, and they're playing a lot better on offense. Next guy, Stephon Diggs, monster game, 8 receptions, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Guy out of Maryland, and I think it's awesome. He's a 5th-round pick, and he's playing like he's a first overall pick. He's an absolute beast. And then Larry Fitzgerald, he's been doing this for a long time at such a high level, 13 receptions, 149 yards, and a touchdown for 33.9 points. I really like him. He's just an efficient guy. He doesn't drop passes, and he gets the job done week in and week out. Russell Wilson had a tough loss this week, but he played really, really well. He's kind of out of that funk that he had at the beginning of the season. 29 for 49, 373 yards, and 4 touchdowns for 33.5 points. A shame he couldn't get out of there with the victory. And then Jordan Howard, had to mention my man here, played an awesome game against the Steelers. Big Bears fan, so watching that win was great. I really like the defense they have down there, and Jordan Howard played like Jordan Howard did, like he did last year. 23 attempts, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns for a total of 31.4 points. Those are my standouts for week 3. Just some injury updates for you guys. Not too bad this week as far as injuries go. Not a lot of big guys getting hurt. Julio Jones, who got shaken up with a back injury, is likely to play this week. Kelvin Benjamin, he had a knee injury. He's day-to-day. He should be fine, though. Randall Cobb, he didn't play last week, but he should be fine. He's likely to play this Thursday against the Bears. Michael Crabtree had a really big game last week, but his status is uncertain at this time with the chest injury. Darren Sproles, I'm sure you guys heard about this. He had an ACL tear and a broken arm in the same day, so he's obviously out for the season. And then Samaj Perine, he's likely to play this week. Nothing too alarming about that. Here's NFL Week 4 matchups. We got Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, the oldest rivalry in sports, basically. So they're going to be playing this week. Exciting. It's going to be an exciting game to watch. I think the Bears' defense is underrated, and the Packers got a good offense. So I think it's going to be a good game. And then we got a couple other pretty decent matchups. I like the Monday night matchup between Washington and Kansas City. I think Washington's been playing really well, and Kansas City's offense is always a lot of fun to watch. And then Oklahoma Raiders and Denver Broncos, another game you're going to want to tune into. And then the Patriots, Carolina Panthers, I think is going to be a pretty good one. Detroit and Minnesota. So a lot of good matchups this week for you guys to get out there and watch. Feel free to pause the video and check those out. So my picks for this week for Sky Up is Dalvin Cook, the all-time rushing leader at FSU. I have him on my fantasy team, so I gotta get him out there for my picks. He's playing against a struggling Detroit D-line. I think he's gonna have a big week. He's coming off a couple big weeks. He had over 100 yards his first week, almost over 100 total yards this past week, and then I think he's gonna ball out this week. And then we got Kareem Hunt, a guy that I've been saying for the past couple weeks. I said it before the season started. He's a guy who's just really solid. He's a really good player, and I don't think you should count against him. I think he's gonna have another big game against Washington. Then AJ Green expected to have a big game. He's playing against a struggling Browns defense. A guy who's just gonna exploit a secondary if they're not as sharp as his attack. So I think AJ Green is gonna have a big game this week. Jordy Nelson, the Chicago secondary isn't much to brag about. They got a good front seven, but the back 4 guys are going to be struggling against, I think, Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. So I think expect him to have a big week. And then Gronk playing against Carolina. The passing attack for the Patriots has been unbelievable. Tom Brady has just been playing at his highest level, and I think Rob Gronkowski is going to get a little piece of that this week and have another big week for him. So as always, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Be sure to check out our Facebook page, check out Bloomington Edge, and then Twitter at Bloomington Edge, our website. And then check out any events and ticket packages that we have on our website. Another big thing I want to let you guys know about is a Bears tickets giveaway. We're going to be raffling off a pair of Bears tickets for the Christmas Eve game, I believe. So, if you want to get more information on that, be sure to check out all our social media, check out our website, and we'll be sure to get you some more information. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck this week in your fantasy, and tune in next week for more updates.